Hi everyone, how are you doing today? In my last video, I introduced 5 ways to say hello in Japanese. Today, I'd like to talk about how to say see you in Japanese. You might already know see you is sayonara or bye-bye, which is exactly the same as bye-bye in English. In Japan, sayonara is normally used in a polite setting and bye-bye is used in a casual context. Having said that, there are more phrases that you can use instead of these 2 phrases. So in this video, I'd like to introduce 5 ways to say see you in Japanese. The first phrase is Matane. I think this is the most common way to say see you casually in Japanese. Mata means again, so it's like see you again or see you later in English. Some people might think see you later is mata atode ne, because later means atode in Japanese. It's not wrong, but only when you know you will see the person later in the day, you can use mata atode ne. So if you are not sure if you will meet the person in the day again, it's better to say matane. This is more general. The second phrase is jane. This is quite similar to matane, so you can use these 2 phrases interchangeably. Ja is a colloquial word only used in conversation, and it means then, well, or okay. Ja can also be a filler word used in a context like じゃあ始めましょう. You can also mix じゃあね and またね together and say じゃあまた or じゃあまたね. This is also quite commonly used in a casual setting. The next phrase is ではでは. I personally use this phrase often, especially when I finish talking with someone on the phone or online. では is a formal version of じゃあ. So you can say ではでは even to a person who is older than you. But it can also sound a bit casual, so I recommend that you only use it to someone very close. Next up, we have お疲れ. If you watched my previous video, you already know お疲れ can be used with the meaning of hello. But actually, you can also use it as see you or bye-bye. お疲れ is commonly used in a workplace or school when we finish work or a class. You can also use both お疲れ and the previous phrases together, like お疲れ、またね or じゃあね、お疲れ. To say it in a polite way, you should say お疲れ様でした. お疲れ様でした. The last phrase I'm going to introduce today is 失礼します. This is a very polite way to say see you, usually used in the workplace. The literal meaning of 失礼します is excuse me for leaving. So when I leave the office earlier than my boss or coworkers older than me, I say this phrase all the time. If you want to say it more politely, you can also say お先に失礼します, which means excuse me for leaving earlier. Actually, there's another situation where you should use 失礼します. In Japan, when you enter someone's room, it's very common to say 失礼します after knocking on the door. In this context, it means excuse me for interrupting or excuse me for entering your room. This is not related to see you, but I mention this because I think it's useful knowledge for you. That's all for today. In this video, I introduced 5 ways to say see you in Japanese, except for sayonara and bye-bye. I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys soon. じゃあね、またね。ではでは、失礼します。